Hello, it's YNAF and we're here with Finn Doherty, who has been involved closely with our events over the festival.
There's been a lot happening with YNAF. There's been the Garage Unsigned, which was kind of through the Garage, but obviously in partnership with you guys, and it meant that I got to play a really incredible venue that lots of cool people have played. Then there's been the Royal Norfolk Show, where YNAF and the Garage had a stage there that I played at, and the Lord Mayor's celebrations as well, the big stage outside the Forum, which has been a lot of fun.
So how long have you been playing music yourself?
Well, I started playing guitar when I was maybe 7 or 8, but before that I actually played some sort of more traditional Irish music and stuff. My parents are both really musical. My mum plays Irish fiddle, and my dad kind of sings and has been in bands and stuff like that, so quite a musical background.
What kind of music did you listen to growing up?
Well, it was mainly pretty much what my parents listened to up until I was 11 or 12, when I guess I just started having my own music taste. Both of my parents are really into sort of alternative rock music, but also a lot of classic punk music and stuff like that. So I grew up listening to a lot of like The Clash and Nirvana, and then things like Arctic Monkeys and Green Day when all those bands started appearing as well. All of those 4 artists that I mentioned are still artists that I really like and listen to, so it's definitely had an impact on how I'm writing.
Your EP, your debut EP, it came out in March.
Mm-hmm.
How has it felt to have this content out for people to listen to?
Very exciting. Before it came out, I didn't really have any really nicely recorded music. So I'm just glad that there's something out there that will give people a realistic idea of what I'm doing and the music I'm making.
And it's called Heritage and Parenting.
Mm-hmm.
What's the reason for that?
It comes from one of the lyrics. I kind of just wrote out loads of lyrics when I was thinking for a title and to try and pick something out. And that one kind of stood out because I wouldn't really be doing music if it wasn't for my heritage and parenting. So that was kind of the idea behind it.
When did you start writing?
Pretty much straight away when I started playing guitar. I've always kind of written like stories and poetry. That was kind of when I was 7 I started doing that, and then when I started to play guitar it kind of just seemed natural to put the two together and start writing songs. So I think I wrote some of my earlier songs when I was about 8 or 9 or something. Yeah.
That's very young.
Yeah, really young. I remember thinking didn't like moving to Norfolk as an idea. When I first moved, I really didn't like it and wanted to go home and stuff. Thinking about it now, I think actually if I hadn't moved, then I don't think I'd be where I am now as an artist. Norfolk has a much smaller scene, but a really good scene as well. There's a really, really strong sort of standard of music, I think. Also that it's very small, it's contained, it kind of feels like a family.
You mentioned Sonic Youths.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been working with them?
Well, I only did my first Sonic Youth showcase, I want to say it was June. We've been trying to work out when I could fit onto a lineup for a long time, but there's just been such a wash of like solo artists coming in through Sonic Youth. Annie's lovely, who runs it. She can offer a lot of advice and a lot of help, and it's just a really nice family to be part of, really.
You played at Latitude.
I did play at Latitude. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was it was quite surreal. I did an interview with Sam Day from Future Radio afterwards, and he was saying, oh, how does it feel to be on a lineup with all of these people? And it was kind of only at that point that I went, wow, I am actually on a lineup with some huge names. The gig was lots of fun and there were lots of people there, so I was very thankful that lots of people came to see me.
And you've got a new EP coming out. Could you give us a bit more information about it?
Yeah, well, it was kind of a little on the side project that was quite off the cuff, because the Garage offered me, I think it was 3 hours in a studio for free, and so I kind of had to decide quite last minute what I was going to spend the 3 hours doing. I write a lot of songs that I don't really do anything with, a lot of acoustic songs. The idea was to just go in and record 5 songs that were completely stripped back acoustic.
When do you plan to release the EP?
At the moment I'm not sure. There isn't a date in the diary yet. Hopefully it won't be too far away, and it will just be a little sort of SoundCloud sort of thing.
Where do you intend to go, and what do you want to do with music?
I mean, that's a big question.
Yeah.
I kind of know where I'd like to be eventually. I have no idea where I'm going to be with the music in a year or 2 years or even 6 months. It's kind of hard to say, so not really sure at the moment.
What is the most important thing to you about music?
I think the most important thing to me about music is being able to enjoy it. However, whether that's watching it live or playing it live or just listening to an album or something. I just love music. I love listening to music. I love going to gigs. I love playing gigs. I love recording music. I love so many different aspects of it. Being able to enjoy it whatever way you can, probably, yeah.
Thank you.
No worries at all. Thank you.